CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video, and in today's video, guys, we had a completely polar opposite day of yesterday. Everything went smoothly, no problem. And yeah, so what I want to focus on today, mainly, for you guys especially, is to go over the attacks, because that has been the key this season, is just honing in the attacks. Everyone seems to have the same tech, defensively, unless you're falling farther behind. And we also have some cool, already claimed, watch an ad to choose one additional reward. No thank you. And we already have, we also have stuff in the shop. Make sure you get your free gifts every single day. Appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN. And let's move along nicely here. Back. So, here's where we're at, guys. We're rocking the same base from yesterday. And just absolutely crushed it today. This game just likes to mess with my head, I feel like. It's like, some days we're gonna let you win, and okay, it's not really like that. But it feels like that sometimes. I'm sure those of you that play a lot feel the same way. So, what was the difference today? What caused everything to go from losing to rank 19 to spiking up to diamond almost instantly? 1, 2. The two stupid cannons just made a world of difference. I just threw them down. I didn't even pay attention where I was putting them. So I unlocked this multi-node, put the cannons down, and boom, off to the races. Now I guess it makes sense because it forces opponents to shock more and waste GBE. And if we look back at these at these wins, that guy cleared us. Fizzle. 241. That must have been a 70-er. Let me look at that real quick. Yeah, this was a weird one. This guy was completely naked on 7. And I honestly didn't even know how to hit this one. I just threw down threw down 2-6 Bombardier because it seemed like a good idea. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be the best way. I considered using Brick. I actually upgraded Brick after this because I had the tokens. And I was like, man, Brick would have been super handy in that situation. And that was kind of scary because he did get a really good time on us, but I mean, with no defenses, that's really going for it. So shout out to that guy for, having some cojones to try that strategy. But it doesn't work. So, fizzle. Every single person fizzled. I also fizzled, so my attacks haven't really improved from yesterday. But I did hone in on them a little bit, and we started to get a little bit better. So let's go over that attack. And yeah, especially on the clustered base. Now, what I was doing before running into this base, and of course, this one was the boss fight, right? Let me just check that again. Or sorry, this was my last one. Yeah, so of course we find something completely, totally different to what I've been using. This is the first base I've seen with the Sky Shield over here. Now looking back at it, I could have still just flared into that corner. But instead I was like, you know what? I think we got to get this bomber hit down, so let's try it. So I want to walk you through this hit. So first, flare. That's your first point. So this is the heavy chopper bomber attack. Now, I did get bombers yesterday, and I wasn't able to get them to work for me. But now they seem to be doing all right. So how we do this attack is first let's look at the base. So our primary shocks are going to be the shock launchers, okay? So if we hit the shock launchers, that allows Bullet to get up. Now, you might be thinking, Chicken, what about the Doom Cannons? There's everywhere. Most bases have 2 of them. Yeah, but Bullet doesn't care about Doom Cannons, especially if he's taunted. Now, the key to this attack is Bullet has to remain taunted. Now, he's not necessarily taunting defenses, but in his taunted state, he absorbs so much damage that Doom Cannon, nothing matters. Nothing matters, even without Troop Health. And it's not easy to do. If he hits a shock mine or if he gets shocked, he'll die pretty quickly. So I forget if I did this well or not, but we'll see here. So you see right there, the first thing is the 2 shocks, flare first, then Bullet, 2 heavy choppers, 2 boats of bombers, and then you delay the other 2 heavy choppers and 2 boats of bombardiers. And put those ones somewhere. This guy had central rockets, so I just kind of went up the middle. I wanted heavy choppers to spread in kind of like that kind of pattern. rather than overloading one side versus the other, because there wasn't really protection from the rockets anywhere. The one good thing about this base was he kind of wasted his Sky Shield with putting it over there. But anyway, so 2-2, 2-2, flare that mortar, and then almost as soon as Bullet gets up, I know we can't really see him right now. See, I'm taunting right there, and we're not really taunting that much, but the taunt's active, okay? So he's up in front, which is what we want. Now he hits that shock mine, and you'll see right there, right as he hits that shock mine, as he becomes untaunted, now he's going to start to take a lot of damage, okay? But now he's unshocked, we're taunting again, and we're getting through here. The one thing you got to be careful about on these bases especially is these two rockets over here. This would be your main kind of shock point, I would say, as long as everything else is going okay and the heavy choppers staying alive, all that jazz. But yeah, you see we're just rotating through the taunts, and there's the shock on that side. And we're just rotating through the taunts, just keeping that active, keeping that... and you see there's a lot of stuff hitting Bullet, but he's still only at 50%. So you got to make the decision at some point if we want to switch from using taunts to using shocks. And I don't think we actually finished this base, but we got the bulk of it down. So actually, no, I think we do finish this one. I forget. So Bullet is down at this point. So now what are we worried about? This would be the time where we could reposition them. Looking back at this, I should have reflared them because I just let those bombers go up and die. And that was not the best way I could have done it. And then I got... yeah, so if I'd flared them back, I think we actually could have cleared the whole base. But I was pretty sure that this guy had retreated at this point. I think... Actually, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't remember. But yeah. So, I mean, we can clean that up. And we can clear. And there we go. We got the opponent's retreated side. Isn't that just the best? Doesn't that just fill your heart with joy? When you get the opponent has retreated sign and you know you're going to win. It's just the best feeling. But yeah. So that was the hit. We're okay to retreat at this point. And we got the dub. So that's the naked 7. And the 70 arc Kavan is really good. Usually on the ones that have... Which we're all going to be seeing today. Everything's going to be 70 R. I'm ready to go 7 almost. I do have my diamond chest locked down, so I'm not going to play right now because I got to wait 20 minutes. But our next chest will be able to get 7 and troop health. I think, pretty sure, if my chicken math is on point, which it's usually not. So yeah, that was the we showed a 7. We showed a clustered 6 with the bombers. Now let's show you a clustered 6 with heavy chopper, rocket chopper. This is primarily what I was using today on these godforsaken 60R bases. So let's take a look. So, same hit as yesterday, and what I noticed was as long as you flare before you launch your troops down, like, look at this, you don't really have to be worried about the stuff on the beach that much. I wanted to hit the Simo, but it doesn't hit rocket choppers anyways, which I thought it did, I don't know. But yeah, the rocket launchers and the machine guns over on this corner when you're doing this hit, that's the most important thing. Now, the change that I made was delaying Bullet and using shock knuckles. That really allowed this attack to shine and to get deep into the base and clear it, not 50-50, but more often than not. You've just got to keep the rocket choppers alive, especially at the start. The only problems you're going to run into, and I think I actually lost 2 of them here, which was really bad. Oh yeah, I was furious on this attack. I was screaming. But yeah, the most important thing you can do is just try to keep your rocket choppers alive. So it's worth spending the extra GB to throw a critter back here if you're worried about a sniper tower targeting them or a machine gun targeting them. I've just learned to accept that, you know, the RNG, just play it like it's not going to be on your side. Like the machine gun is going to just, you know, fully wreck them. So as you can see here, Bullet died super early. A lot went really wrong in this attack, but the landing was okay. So then what I did here was I adjusted, because we were about to fizzle there, and you got to do this sometimes. So we adjusted here, then we do the same thing, we go up this way. I think I had a shock for that cannon, or no, I had critters for it. And then we just go straight for that engine, right like that. We had enough heavies to distract the rocket launchers just long enough. I don't think I needed to clear it like this, but we did it anyways. And then we had a shock as we came down here, so that worked out good. And we got a little bit more extra percentage, a little chip to go with the dip, and it ended up working out pretty well. So you see, if we had all 5 rocket choppers and if Bullet didn't die immediately, probably would have been much better. So I forget which one that was. We got 4. He only got Yeah, you only got 2. So, anyways, there's a couple different attacks. I do hope that helps you guys out. Let me know in the comments where you're at. What are you struggling with? What's working for you? What's not working for you? I do want to hear that so I can try to cover all different angles. But yeah, that should get you deep into the late 60R, early 70R meta. Hope that helps you guys out. As always, thanks so much for watching. And the good news is these attacks are very difficult at 6, but everyone's going to be 7 soon, and I think the attacks are a little bit easier. I mean, we still got to be fast. It's still going to be a base race, but I think they're going to be easier than this because these are annoying because if you screw up one thing, the whole attack's done really quickly. Versus the 70R, it's like, nah, those are annoying too because they take 5 minutes and then you lose by 2 seconds. But we have that to look forward to. So, hope you enjoyed. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.